Chapter 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I am the terrible brain-eating demon, put your brains here quickly, hee. Pirate World, 1520 of the Sea Circle Calendar, after the Sabaody Archipelago incident, 9 Snake Island, in the palace late at night. War is about to break out. Granny Jia said in a heavy tone. What? Luffy asked with a smile while holding a cup of hot tea. Don't you ever read newspapers? The old woman, Flame Flower, a former member of the Rocks Pirates, also known as Granny Jia, seemed very surprised and waved the newspaper in her hand in front of Luffy. After all, Whitebeard is definitely not a person who sits and watches his companions die. Especially after they announced the public execution of Whitebeard's outstanding subordinate, Portgas D. Ace. Hearing this, the smile on Luffy's face froze. Navy headquarters. Are you going to start a war? It's inevitable. Yes. I have dreamed of such a scene countless times, but I didn't expect this day to come so soon. Humph. The relic of the old era should have ended long ago. What about you? What role will you play? It must be the naval hero who personally sends him to hell. Push into the city. With heavy steps, Garp came to Ace step by step. Old man. Ace didn't expect that Garp would appear in front of him at this critical moment. Like a towering mountain, Garp sat heavily on the ground, but the next second, the body that stood tall like a mountain immediately hunched down. An old man and a young man, a grandfather and a grandson, stared at each other for a long time, but they were slow to speak. The atmosphere fell into a dead silence. On the sea, Moby Dick. Damn the Navy, damn the world government, how dare they? Dad, we must save Ace. Yes, Dad, Thatch is dead, we can't watch Ace also. I miss Thatch so much, even though he is a chatterbox, but... Boom! With a loud bang, the entire Moby Dick began to tremble, the terrifying majesty loomed over everyone's head, and even the sea trembled. Set sail. Target, Marineford. For a moment, the whole world was boiling. Boom. In the darkness, a deafening and terrifying explosion exploded in the air, echoing around the world. Immediately afterwards, a cold and ruthless electronic synthesized sound suddenly sounded. Ding. The Parallel World live broadcast room is open. Ding. The Parallel World comparison is open. Ding. Inviting characters from the pirate world. Instantly, the whole world saw the huge sky that slowly emerged with this voice. Like a bright moon, or a cluster of scorching sun, it hung above the 9 heavens, making everyone daunted. What is this? At the Navy headquarters, Admiral Sakaski looked at the sky in surprise, with a hint of anger gradually rising in his eyes. A new devil fruit. Damn pirates, I will never forgive you. Bang. A large mass of magma burst out from Sakaski's hand and shot towards the sky like a cannonball. However, before the magma approached, an invisible wave instantly turned the magma into ashes. Ding! Sakaski attacks the live broadcast room. Punishment Sky Thunder. Crack. As soon as the voice fell, before Sakaski could react, thunder fell from his head, blasting him into a black afro. Ding! Don Quixote da Flamingo was punished by thunder for attacking the live broadcast room. Ding! Edward Nugget was punished by thunder for attacking the live broadcast room. Ding! Narona Imsheng. Ding! Kaido, the Beast. Ding! Charlotte Linlin. Ding! Boa Hancock. A dense number of names kept coming out from the sky, including the Navy, pirates, the Four Emperors, and the 7 warlords of the sea, a certain sea area in the New World. Ha. Fortunately, I didn't do it. Looking at the burnt outside and tender inside of Loggy Lou who was struck by thunder, Shanks laughed and joked. This is not what a captain should say. Ben Beckman, the vice-captain of the Red Hair Pirates, said coldly. That's right. Captain, aren't you curious about what this sky dome is? Of course I am curious, Shanks chuckled, but obviously, we are not the only ones who can see this sky dome, so its range and ability are enough to cover the whole world. I don't think because this is the power that a devil fruit can have. Is it the world government? No, Shanks answered very confidently, and seemed very confident, Navy headquarters. Hey. Who are you? Humph. I'm Sakaski. Ha ha ha, what's wrong with you, Akainu? Did you change your hairstyle? The moment he saw Sakaski's afro, Garp immediately grinned and laughed, not caring about the other's increasingly dark face. Of course, it is also possible that Garp can't see it, after all, it's too dark. Okay. Stop arguing. Ahahaha. Bang. Marine Admiral Sengoku punched Garp on the head and roared, I told you to stop arguing, and, isn't this the senbei in my office? I didn't eat it secretly. Garp's eyes widened, looking like he was wronged. Your sheep gave it to me, it said it was treating me. Garp. You bastard, you dare to use such a lame excuse. Bah. Who told you about this? Can't you see that thing above your head? Jean Guo was so angry that he almost lost his mind. Oh, you mean that? Of course I saw it. It's amazing. Look at Akainu's hair. Don't talk about Sakaski's hair anymore. Jean Guo went completely berserk. Come here, ask the Four Seas branch and the New World Fortress immediately if they can see the sky above their heads. Strictly investigate the recent movements of the Four Emperors of the New World and other pirates. Double the surveillance of the Revolutionary Army. Go to the Holy Land Marihoa immediately to ask if it was them. Commands were issued by Sengoku in an orderly manner, which immediately calmed down the originally chaotic headquarters. Sensation in times of crisis is the advantage of Sengoku as a marine marshal. Of course, the premise is that Garp is not present. Ding. The live broadcast room is ready and is now officially in use. Boom. At this moment, people all over the world seem to be hit hard by a heavy hammer in their brains. Ding. The parallel world comparison has been officially put into use. After the broadcast is completed, the live broadcast room will propose a question and answer game session, and anyone can participate. Ding. Each question and answer reward will select the top 3 for reward. Ding. There are many rewards in the live broadcast room, including but not limited to Devil Fruit, Physical Potion, Mental Potion, Top Weapons, Resurrection Emblem, 3-Color Hockey, Fruit Awakening, Magical Items, and exciting additional minigames. Hope everyone in the pirate world will participate. Accompanied by the emotionless electronic synthesized sound in the sky, the whole world was boiling. Parallel world. Big contrast. Reward. And what does it say? Devil Fruit, 3-Color Hockey. What the hell is the Resurrection Emblem? Can it revive the dead? Vice Admiral Garp, huh? I can actually talk on this. Hello, is anyone there? I'm Garp. Marshal Sengoku, shut up. So this is the live broadcast room, can we chat on it? Pirate King Roger, ha ha ha. Isn't this Garp and Sengoku, long time no see? Vice Admiral Garp. Roger. Marshal Sengoku. Roger. Whitebeard, Roger. Buggy the Clown, oh my god, is it really Captain Roger? I'm not dreaming. Thatch, ha ha ha, I'm Thatch back again. Buggy the Clown, who are you? You're making so much noise. Thatch. Chapter 2. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Roger. Pirate King Roger. Hasn't he been dead for more than 20 years? At this moment, the whole world was silent. Everyone recalled the fear of being dominated by that man. Live broadcast room, red-haired Shanks. Is this, really Captain Roger? Clown Buggy, asshole Shanks. Do you dare to question the captain? Pirate King Roger. Okay, it's been so many years, why are you two still arguing? Vice Admiral Tsuru. Strange, how come you are here, Roger? Can even the dead come into the live broadcast room? Pirate King Roger, Little Crane. Although I'm dead, I'll still be angry if you keep calling me a dead person. Vice Admiral Tsuru, no need to call me so affectionately, and the truth is always harsh. Navy headquarters, Vice Admiral Tsuru glared at Garp fiercely. because the name Little Crane was completely brought up by the other party, Kaido of the Beasts. Ugh, what on earth is this? Roger, you dead man, actually showed up. Big Mom, Momomo, doesn't that mean my former captain is also going to show up? As soon as these words came out, the Navy headquarters and the world government all changed color. Yes. Before Roger dominated the sea, that man was the undisputed uncrowned king, Pirate King Roger. Oh, I shouldn't, I remember the last time I saw him, he seemed to be in a deep sleep. Pluto really, Roger. It's really you. Marshal Sengoku, humph. Pluto Rayleigh, the vice-captain of Roger's pirate group, you just hide in the corner of the Sabaody archipelago. You dare to help the Straw Hat Pirates. The Navy will deal with you sooner or later. Pluto Rayleigh, ha ha ha, everyone is old, why are you still shouting and killing all day long? Sengoku, can't you learn from Garp and be an old man quietly? Admiral Akainu, humph, the hateful pirates are unforgivable. However, no one in the live broadcast room paid any attention to him. Roger was reminiscing with Rayleigh, and from time to time he interspersed Buggy and Shanks' quarrels, and Kaido was spraying Big Mom. For a while, the whole live broadcast room was in chaos. Ding. The video content has been loaded. Ding. Parallel world number 002 Monkey D, Luffy is about to be broadcast. Ding. Start comparison. Everyone immediately quieted down after hearing this sound. The huge sky screen began to flash and count down. Oh Leiwa, this is the man who will become the Navy King. The live broadcast room screen turned, and a man wearing a straw hat and a Navy Justice coat looked at everything in front of him with a deep gaze that looked down on the world. Behind him, the raging flames danced in the wind. In the flames, a huge black humanoid creature struggled, twisted, and wailed frantically. Boom. The deafening shouts instantly resounded throughout the world. Then, everyone was stunned. Navy headquarters. Marine King. What is this title? New to the Navy? Why don't I know? Zhangguo lowered his head and muttered to himself, Garp, you know. Huh? Why are your eyes red? Garp shook his head. Nothing. The heart has already turned upside down. He recognized the voice just now. It was his unfilial grandson Luffy. Live broadcast room, Sakaski, parallel world number 002 Monkey D, Luffy. What does this mean? Ben Beckman, doesn't it take too much wisdom to be a Navy admiral? When you encounter a problem, you will only ask others. Parallel world, as the name suggests, should be two or more worlds like parallel lines. Sakaski, humph. Damn pirates. Clown Buggy, what are you talking about? Why can't I understand anything? And is this voice the damn Straw Hat Boy? Red-haired Shanks, what Beckman said makes sense, but I think even if it is a parallel world, it will be different after all. Pluto Rayleigh, so that voice just now, is Luffy from another world. Mariah, he didn't anyone notice the Navy King mentioned by the Straw Hat Boy? Straw Hat Luffy, no wonder the voice sounds so familiar, it turns out to be me, haha, so interesting. Usopp. Nami, Sanji. Zoro. Frankie, Chopper. I'm really sorry to everyone in the live broadcast room, our captain is a little silly. The live broadcast room scene changed drastically. On the hillside with warm sunshine, it was the scene of the first meeting of two children. The two chubby little kids looked at each other. Come on Luffy, from today he is your brother. Ace, this is your brother. I'm leaving. Garp, who had not yet aged, rubbed Luffy and Ace's heads vigorously, and strode away. Humph. Little Ace glanced at little Luffy coldly. I won't take care of you. The real strong never need to be taken care of. After saying this coldly, little Luffy left indifferently. Only little Ace, who was confused, was left alone, with confusion in his young eyes. Pirate King Roger, could this be? Straw Hat Luffy, is this me? No, it's not like that, I won't do this to Ace at all. Red Hair Shanks, don't worry, Luffy, this is you from another world. Straw Hat Luffy, hey? Shanks. Is it Shanks? I miss you so much, red hair Shanks, ahem, you just realized that I've been out for a while, Vice Admiral Garp. Improve the city, seeing himself rolling his eyes on the screen, Ace couldn't help but laugh, thinking that he had a really bad temper when he was a child. But when he saw Luffy with a cold face, Ace was completely stunned, and his worldview was shattered. Rubbing his eyes, his face was full of disbelief. Ah, this is really Luffy? Is this something he can say? Navy headquarters, Garp picked his nose and kept looking up at the sky, ignoring the angry look of Sengoku. Vice Admiral Tsuru felt tired. So the Straw Hat Boy in the parallel world is completely opposite to the Straw Hat Boy in this world. Mr. Garp, I'm talking to you. Akiji said more seriously. I don't know either, Garp doesn't care, they are all his grandsons anyway, Navy King. Hee I like this name, it should be my grandsons. Chapter 3. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Revolutionary Army Base, White Earth Island, Baldigo. Why do I always feel familiar with these two people? Sabo, Chief of Staff of the Revolutionary Army, stared at Luffy and Ace who were running back to back in the live broadcast room with a dull look, and frowned deeply. Maybe it's an illusion. No, Kurla, this is not an illusion, Sabo retorted, rubbing his head with both hands, looking very painful. They are obviously two people who have no social interaction, but why does my heart hurt so much after seeing them? Kurla gently soothed Sabo's head with both hands and suggested, if you can't figure it out, don't think about it. Why not guess what you would look like in another world? Humph. I must be a member of the Revolutionary Army. No matter which world I am in, this will never change. Sabo's tone was extremely firm, but then he lowered his head and chuckled, but I still hope I can have two younger brothers after all. I have always been taken care of, and occasionally I want to try the feeling of taking care of others. Of course, there is another most important reason, which Sabo did not say. After seeing little Luffy and little Ace, Sabo was sincerely envious. Childish idea. Kurla gently patted Sabo's head, and the corners of his lips slightly raised. Live broadcast room, Marco, I remember now. Ace's brother is the Straw Hat Boy. Ace showed us his brother's wanted poster. Sachi, when? Why didn't I know? Vista, maybe, you were already dead by then. Marco. Whitebeard, from now on, whoever dares to deal with the Straw Hat Boy is against my Whitebeard pirates. Vice Admiral Garp. Pirate King Roger. Ace. At this time, Roger was very sure that Ace was his son. Before he died, he entrusted Garp to take care of his unborn son and named him Ace with the same name as his sword. It seems that Garp took good care of Ace. I was right about him, but why did Ace join the Whitebeard pirates? Roger couldn't figure it out. He always thought that Garp would train Ace to be a Navy Plague Queen. Hey, isn't this Garp? If I'm not mistaken, in the video just now. Kaido, interesting video, at Vice Admiral Garp, that kid just now must be Ace, the Fire Fist of the Whitebeard pirates, right? Why would you, as a Vice Admiral of the Navy, adopt a pirate? Flame King, and Straw Hat Boy, is Garp's grandson, right? Strange, could it be that Garp, who is known as a hero of the Navy, actually raised a pirate grandson? Big Mom, at Marshal Sengoku, no, Garp is exposed. From now on, anyone who dares to deal with Garp is to go against my Big Mom pirates. Katakuri, at Sakaski, Mr. Garp, we are waiting for you to come back at Bankoku Island, 0.9 billion ivory, at Admiral Kizaru. Nonsense, Mr. Garp is clearly an undercover agent of my beast's pirates who has infiltrated the Navy. Mariah, Chi at Vice Admiral Crane, in fact, Garp's real identity is the vice captain of my thriller three-mast pirates. Doflamingo, at Admiral Akiji, you are worthy of being a righteous Navy. For a while. With the exposure of the live broadcast room, the whole world was in an uproar. No way. Mr. Garp is not only a double undercover agent of the Big Mom pirates and the Beast's pirates, but also the vice captain of the thriller three-mast. The people around him looked at this person with a look of a fool. I didn't expect such an idiot to exist. It's obvious that the hateful pirates are deliberately framing Mr. Garp. That's right. Garp is a naval hero. Then, what about Fire Fist Ace and Straw Hat Boy? Ah, this. Navy headquarters. I've been wondering since just now, Monkey D. Luffy. Isn't he the same last name as Mr. Garp? No, I always believe in Vice Admiral Garp. But the facts are in front of us, Vice Admiral Garp really. On the high platform, Garp held his nose, whistled in his mouth, and looked up at the sky, not caring about the strange looks of the senior naval generals opposite him. Garp. Don't you have anything to say? Sengoku said angrily, suppressing his anger. The senior generals of the headquarters naturally knew about Garp's family relationship and the adoption of Fire Fist Ace, but knowing it yourself is one thing, and telling the world is another. Now, people all over the world know that Garp, the world-famous Navy hero, not only adopted members of the Whitebeard pirates, but also raised a pirate grandson. How do you want people to view our Navy? Where is the face? Where is the trust? I have nothing to say. Garp rolled his eyes and said indifferently, looking like a piece of meat on a rolling knife, if you have the guts, fire me. And do you think I'm willing to do this? You're so annoying. You. Sengoku was furious. Of course he couldn't really fire Garp. Enough. Vice Admiral Tsuru stopped him angrily. We knew about this a long time ago. Now that we are in internal strife, are we going to let the pirates laugh at us for nothing? Humph. Akainu's face was cold. Akiji pouted, seeming to be very unconcerned. Kizaru yawned loudly and looked around. Obviously he couldn't stay any longer. A certain sea area in the new world. Boss? Do you think the little Luffy from another world will meet us again? I don't know. Just now I wanted to say, what did Luffy shout at the beginning? The Navy King. I can't help laughing when I think of Luffy as a Navy. What about the boss? The boss is Luffy's pirate guide. Is the boss also a Navy? Shanks. Then I will definitely continue to follow the boss. Maybe I can even become a vice admiral. Then I have to be an admiral. I am especially a marshal. I am the real Navy King. Listening to the increasingly outrageous discussions of his companions, Shanks' face was full of black lines. Why do I always have an ominous premonition? I hope that the me in another world won't do anything that surprises me, that the live broadcast is still going on. Hey, Luffy. Little Luffy, who was exercising with sandbags all over his body, turned his head and looked at Little Ace. Are you going to be a pirate in the future? No, I want to be a Navy. Little Luffy's face was serious. Navy? Little Ace sneered, what's so good about the Navy? I want to be the man of the Pirate King in the future. I will stop you. Little Luffy said lightly, you will become a Navy like me. Little Ace. Have you forgotten that I am your brother? No. Little Luffy continued to exercise, and never relaxed even when answering questions. Then you still want to stop me? These are two different things. Grandpa is a Navy hero. You and I will inherit his beliefs and become Navy soldiers to bring peace to the world. No, no. Little Ace's face turned red with anxiety. He stood in front of Luffy and loudly retorted, the Navy is all false justice. Then what is real? Is it the village after the massacre by pirates? The crying after the indiscriminate killing? The passenger ship on fire on the sea? Little Luffy stared at his brother coldly, his eyes flashing with experience far beyond his age. At least the Navy is just, even if it is false justice. And the future me will completely change all this. Bang! Little Luffy raised his fist and smashed it hard on the tree trunk. With a bang, the thick tree trunk instantly collapsed. Chapter 4. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this moment, the whole world was moved. I was shocked by the young Luffy in the video, who stood upright and clenched his fists tightly even though blood was spilling. What a firm belief. What a strong will. It was said so well, the Navy is hypocritical. This is absolutely true. The headquarters may have restrained a lot, but the conflicts of interest and division of power in the branches and major fortresses can be seen by discerning people. But what about pirates? They are not even hypocritical. Live broadcast room, Kaido. Ugh, what a disgusting brat, I want to tear his head off. Big Mom, Mamamo, I can't wait to see him. Kyubi, disgusting sense of justice. Katakuri, at Kyubi, weird, why are you called this? Kyubi, shut up. Don't care about these details. Marshal Sengoku, yes, Luffy is right, my navy will carry out justice to the end and eradicate all pirates. Sakazuki, the damn pirates will not escape the judgment of justice. Vice Admiral Tsuru, well said. Flame Disaster Gene, what's good about it? Luffy is clearly talking about the hypocritical navy, and he will completely change all this. Hearing this, the faces of the navy changed. Unexpectedly, Sengoku laughed. He immediately retorted, Marshal Sengoku, what's wrong with change? As long as Luffy holds on to justice and never wavers, and as long as he has the strength to lead the navy in the future, I will not hesitate to give him the position of marshal. I believe that the old man in another world will make the same choice. Sengoku's words could not be more sincere, and the pirates were unable to refute them for a while. Vice Admiral Garp, ahaha. You are worthy of being my grandson. Admiral Akiji, it's a pity that you are the grandson of another world. Vice Admiral Garp. Glazing at Akiji, who was yawning across from him, Garp, who was smiling just now, became unhappy in an instant. Kuzan, can you speak? If you can't, just hold it. Sachi, at Vice Admiral Garp, ridiculous, I really don't know what you are so happy about. Ace's brother in another world wants to be a navy, and he has a Bailey relationship with you. Doesn't this just show that Garp in another world has a good education? As for you, Pirate King Roger, ha ha ha, I am dying of laughter. Garp's face suddenly darkened. You, Roger, are the least qualified to laugh at me, okay? Humph. Wait and see, when the little Luffy in another world takes little Ace to the navy, I will see how you can laugh. But thinking of this, Garp couldn't help but feel happy again. After all, it has always been his dream to let those two brothers become navy. If the old man in another world can do it, it seems not bad. Pushing into the city, looking at his younger brother Luffy in the video, Ace opened his mouth and was speechless for a long time. Luffy who insists on becoming a navy? And not only does he want to be a marine, but he also wants to drag little Ace along. No way. Ace suddenly got nervous. The me in another world, wouldn't I really be a marine? That would be so funny. Straw Hat Luffy, ahaha, the other me is so interesting, I actually want to be a marine. Nami. You can actually laugh. Usopp, but this is Luffy. Straw Hat Luffy, ahaha, what's there to not laugh about? He wants to be a marine, that's his business, and I'm going to be the Pirate King. Let's see if he can stop me then. Point 9 Snake Island. I will definitely beat you up. Luffy laughed and clenched his fists, his eyes flashing with a firm light that was no less than that of the other Luffy. The Pirate Queen Boa Hancock on the side looked at Luffy with a look of love. Grandmother Zhao. Should we tell Luffy that it was a matter of another world, and the two of them would never meet? The live broadcast is still going on. Bang! 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 His fists slammed hard on the tree trunk, one after another, blood dripped down his arms to the ground, and his whole body was already soaked with sweat. Little Luffy trained very hard, day and night, all the time was used to beat his body and temper his will. Escaped from death again and again, fell off the cliff, fought with wild beasts, even risked his life to defeat the bandits, and these have long become little Luffy's daily routine. Are you crazy? You don't even want your life anymore. Little Ace, who thought he was practicing hard, was completely stunned after seeing little Luffy's almost suicidal training. I'm not crazy, I'm just working towards my dream. Little Luffy said this very calmly. Little Ace was stunned when he heard this, and he also remembered his dream, which was to become the Pirate King. So what's next? During the break, the two children sat together. After little Ace told him about his dream, little Luffy asked. After that. For a moment, little Ace couldn't answer this question. Little Luffy left and continued to train his body, while little Ace sat on the stone blankly, his originally bright eyes gradually dimmed. Yes, his dream is to become the Pirate King, but then what? What will he do? Little Ace didn't know, and his little head was very confused at the moment. Little Ace couldn't figure it out. Did he really want to become the Pirate King? Or was it because of that man? But at least there was one thing he was clear about, that is, when he watched little Luffy training, practicing, and training day after day, just to get closer to his dream, he was sincerely envious. Luffy seems to have always known what he really wanted. Little Ace hit his head in distress. Then what about me? What do I want? This question may be too complicated and too heavy for little Ace now, until one day when he went out to sea. Ha ha ha. See Luffy, what a vast sea, what a beautiful sky, I yearn for such a life, this is the life of a pirate, colorful adventures are waiting for me. Standing on the bow, little Ace opened his arms, hugged the entire sea, and shouted. Roar suddenly, a terrifying roar sounded like thunder, exploding in the ears of the two. On the sea, the waves were surging, and the layers of sea water kept surging upwards. The huge king of the sea opened its sharp teeth, revealing a bloody mouth filled with pungent blood, and bit the two fiercely. Ding! QA begins. Question: when facing the king of the sea, what choice will little Luffy make? 1. Immediately abandon the boat, shout for help, and attract the stationed rescue the red-hair pirates who are stationed here. 2. Stay calm in the face of danger, release the conqueror's haki, intimidate the king of the sea, and save Ace. 3. Shout that my grandfather is the Navy hero Vice Admiral Garp to intimidate the king of the sea. 4. Kneel down and beg for mercy, begging the king of the sea to spare his and his brother's lives. Ding! The answer begins, and the time limit is 5 minutes. Hint: everyone has only one chance to answer. If you fail, you will automatically give up the next chance to answer. The reward for the correct answer belongs only to the answerer. Violators will be punished in the live broadcast room. Chapter 5. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jayabebeixiangtu, question and answer. What does that mean? Sachi, stupid, didn't the broadcaster say it long ago? As long as you answer correctly, you can get any devil fruit, 3-color domineering, super weapons. Yenzai Jin, so what were you doing just now? The broadcaster clearly said it at the beginning. Jayabebeixiangtu, I'm changing my name. Moonlight Moria, it seems you failed. Kixixi, this is such a sad story. Jayabebeixiangtu, shut up. Doflamingo, interesting live broadcast room, I want this reward. Answer: choose one. When facing the king of the sea, Luffy will immediately abandon the boat and shout for help, attracting the rescue of the red-hair pirates stationed here. Marshal Sengoku, damn, I was beaten to the punch. Kaido, ugh, will there really be a reward? I doubt it. Big Mom, Momomo, it depends on whether Doflamingo, the little brat, will get the reward. In fact, it's not that no one thought of the answer at the first time, but because of caution, they all chose to retreat temporarily, and Doflamingo is the guinea pig that everyone pushed out for the experiment. Pirate King Roger. Haha, I think the answer is 3. At Vice Admiral Garp, right Garp. Sachi, hahaha, that's right, Mr. Garp is a naval hero, a double undercover agent of the Four Emperors Pirates, and the vice captain of the terror barge. Look at how much face he has. Who is the king of the coast? How dare he not give face to Garp? From today on, Sachi, am willing to call Garp the 5th Emperor of the Sea. Pluto Rayleigh, Garp is really amazing. Katakuri, Garp is really amazing. Admiral Akiji, Garp is really amazing. Marshal Sengoku, Vice Admiral Tsuru, Beige the Clown, Damn Straw Hat Boy, answer, option 4. Facing the king of the sea, Luffy immediately knelt down and begged for mercy, begging the king of the sea to spare his and his brother's lives. Red-haired Shanks, Beige, you have such a strong grudge. Beige the Clown, Damn Shanks, you are as annoying as Straw Hat Boy. Quinn the Plague, Isn't anyone curious about why the red hair pirates appeared in the East China Sea? And it's Garp's hometown. Everyone was stunned when this was said. Why did the Four Emperors red hair pirates, who have been entrenched in the New World for many years, suddenly come to the East China Sea? And it's Garp's hometown? Could it be that Mr. Garp is colluding with the red hair pirates? Vice Admiral Garp, bullshit. I have no mortal enemies with the hateful red hair. Answer, option 2. Facing the King of the Sea, Luffy remained calm, released his conqueror's haki, shocked the King of the Sea, and saved Ace. Impulse City. That's great, Luffy. In prison, Ace looked at the video in the live broadcast room with complicated eyes. He is completely different from Luffy in this world, but in some ways, they are very similar. Ace knew that when Luffy met the King of the Sea, he was saved by red hair, and the other party gave him an arm, but is it the same in another world? Ace doesn't think so. If he wants to live and save himself while being imprisoned and impelled down, the only way to save his life is the reward in the live broadcast room. He originally had the intention to die, so he decided to take a gamble. Otherwise, once he was pushed onto the execution platform, his father and his companions would definitely come to save him regardless of their own lives. Ace didn't want to see that scene, because of Daddy's health. Fire Fist Ace. Answer, choose 2. When facing the King of the Sea, Luffy releases his conqueror's haki to shock the King of the Sea and save Ace. Thatch, Ace. It's Ace. Are you okay? Fire Fist Ace. Sorry Thatch, it's all my fault, because of the people under my command, you. Thatch, ha ha ha. It's okay, I never cared about this. Whitebeard, don't worry, Ace, we will definitely save you. Marco, Dad is right. Straw Hat Luffy, and me, Ace, you must wait for me. Marshal Sengoku, Humph. Sakazuki, damn pirates. Admiral Kizaru, yo it's so scary, the Whitebeard pirates. Ace, was he captured by the Navy? Roger frowned tightly, watching the Whitebeard pirates chatting, and suddenly had an ominous premonition in his heart feeling. Flamingo, hee how ridiculous. You chose 2. Are you crazy? Do you think a child can master conqueror haki? Crocodile, hee. Damn Straw Hat Boy, just him. Crocodile was very upset. He himself didn't learn conqueror haki, and you, a stupid boy, want to learn it? Crocodile still can't forget the scene when Luffy opened his mouth wide to swallow him. It's really too stupid. Gecko Mariah, Kixixi, that's right, the damn Straw Hat Boy doesn't deserve to have conqueror haki. Beige the Clown, that's right. Well said, Straw Hat Boy doesn't deserve it. 0.9 billion ivory, at Sand Crocodile, at Moonlight Mariah, at Beige the Clown, you 3 are singing the same tune. Is this the tacit understanding between the defeated opponents? Sand Crocodile, shut up, be careful or I'll pull out your tusks. Gecko Mariah, Kixixi, then Jack's bounty will become 100 million. Wano Country, Onigashima. Brother Quinn, don't stop me, let me go, I'm going to fight that bastard. Drought Jack, with red eyes, was going to fight Thatch like crazy. I'm going to kill this chatterbox. Bang. Quinn punched Jack on the head and said angrily. Are you an idiot? That bastard Sachi died a long time ago. Where are you going to fight him? The underworld. Drought Jack. Sachi, since even Jack, one of the 3 calamities, is this the case? Then Plague Queen. Flame King. My god, aren't all the beasts pirates fakes? Bang. Quinn punched the ground, and his fat body was shaking with anger. Brother King, don't stop me. I'm going to kill this guy. Jack. Why do I feel this scene is so familiar? The live broadcast is still going on. Run. Run, Luffy. Little Ace pushed Luffy behind him and stood in front of the King of the Sea. I'll cover you, go. Although he disagreed with little Luffy and pursued completely opposite dreams, little Ace only knew one thing at this time. As an elder brother, it is only natural for him to protect his younger brother. It was destined from the moment Garp brought Luffy to him that day. Roar the terrifying King of the Sea looked at the 2 children fiercely, with a fierce light in his eyes. No need. Suddenly, Luffy, who was standing behind Little Ace, pushed him away, stood up straight, and looked directly at the King of the Sea. Luffy, you. I've decided. I must make you a navy. Little Ace was stunned. At this critical moment, you are still talking to me about this? You are my brother. I will not give up on you. As for now. In an instant, Luffy's eyes changed, deep, profound, and unbearable. Boom! The terrifying pressure was like a tsunami, bursting out from Luffy's body, roaring non-stop, and madly attacking the King of the Sea. What is this? Seeing the King of the Sea, who was originally so arrogant, falling into the sea without any recovery, Little Ace was stunned. Heroic Haki. How did you do it? After all the hardships. Chapter 6. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 9 Snake Island. Luffy widened his eyes, pointed at the little Luffy on the screen and said excitedly, Sugoi, you are really another me, with such powerful power, you defeated the King of the Sea in one go. No, Luffy, you are actually no worse than him. Hancock on the side was anxious, fearing that her sweetheart would be frustrated, and hurriedly said, have you forgotten the power you suddenly burst out in the ring before? That is the Conqueror's Haki, Luffy, you also have it. Hey. That is the Conqueror's Haki. Yeah, that's it. Ahaha. So I have it too. Seeing Luffy laughing happily, Hancock also covered her red face and laughed, what a mother-in-law. What a sin. My snake princess is completely hopeless. Live broadcast room, deathly silence. Everyone was silent, but the world has already turned upside down in my heart. Damn, do you have to be so outrageous? Do you have to be so perverted? If a little brat can awaken the Conqueror Haki, where can we old guys put our faces? Usopp, Psycho Kichi. You are indeed Luffy, although I don't know what Conqueror Haki is. Nami, stupid Usopp, that's another Luffy. Chopper, huh? Aren't they both our captains? Pirate King Roger, awakening the Conqueror Haki at such a young age, I really don't know how strong he will be in the future. Pluto Rayleigh, suddenly I feel like we are all old. Kaido, ugh, it's actually a monster more terrifying than Linlin, I really want to kill this kid more and more. Doflamingo, Straw Hat Boy. Dressrosa, Mingo looked at Luffy in the video with a sneer on his face, damn straw hat. Mingo, who has the blood of the world's nobles, is undoubtedly proud, he would never allow a mere pariah to have the same talent as him. This person must not be allowed to stay. Joey Xiangtu, I don't accept it either. I seriously suspect that all this is fake. Plague Queen, yes, it's all fake. Clown Buggy, the live broadcast room is lying to us. How could the damn Straw Hat Boy awaken the Conqueror Haki that even I don't have? Moonlight Moria, I must be dreaming. Sachi, no way, no way. Even Luffy has awakened the Conqueror Haki. Is there anyone who hasn't awakened yet? At Joey Xiangtu, at Sand Crocodile, at Moonlight Moria, at Clown Buggy, at... Hey, this is such a sad story. I feel so sad for you. Boom. As soon as Sachi started to mock, the live broadcast room was boiling. Buggy the Clown, at Sachi, who are you? Do you believe I will kill you? Moonlight Moria, at Sachi, Kixixi, I think you want to die again. Sand Crocodile, damn bastard, don't let me meet you. 0.9 billion ivory, at Sachi, don't let me get any resurrection emblem, otherwise I will revive you first, and then kill you. Moby Dick, looking at the aggressive people in the live broadcast room and Sachi who was arguing with everyone. The Whitebeard pirates were rarely silent. Xiaoma Ji's mouth twitched wildly, and he smiled bitterly. Although I have known that Sachi's mouth is very powerful, this is too. Maybe he completely let himself go after death. Vista had a dark face, but the key is why he even at me. In fact, there is also me. Jaws said aggrievedly, this feeling of being backstabbed by a companion made Vista and Jaws extremely uncomfortable. But didn't Thatch awaken his Conqueror Haki? Is this even a mockery of himself? Thatch is going crazy. Everyone looked at each other and couldn't help but smile bitterly. Thatch is so annoying. No, haven't you ever thought about another thing? At this time, Izo spoke. Everyone was puzzled. What is it? It's just. Izo hesitated. I feel that if Luffy insists on doing this, Ace won't really become a marine. It shouldn't be. I believe in Ace. Although I believe it too, I still support Captain Izo's point of view. Xiao Magul. He clearly saw that just after Izo said this, the corner of his father's mouth twitched fiercely. What a sin. Ding. Doflamingo, Buggy the Clown, wrong answer, deprived of the next question and answer opportunity. Ding. Garp replied answer correctly, and you will be rewarded with a bottle of life potion. Ding. Fire Fist Ace answered correctly, and you will be rewarded with the awakening of the Flame Fruit ability. What? The moment the rewards were distributed in the live broadcast room, the whole world was not calm. Life potion. Is it the life potion we imagined? Navy headquarters boomed. The terrifying thunder fell from the sky and hit Garp's hand hard. I saw the green life potion filled with vitality and exuding a refreshing healing fragrance slowly emerging. It's a pity that it's called a bottle, but it's actually the size of a thumb, more like a drop to be precise, but this drop is enough to make the air of the entire Marineford flourish. Ahahaha. As expected of my grandson, he is really amazing. Garp laughed while touching the back of his head. He is not your grandson, but the grandson of Mr. Garp in another world. Akiji, don't talk to me anymore. Are you happy? Garp. Garp's laughter stopped abruptly, and when he turned his head, he saw Sengoku, whose face was as black as charcoal, staring at him coldly. Although the world is different, people are the same. He can awaken the Conqueror's Haki at such a young age. With such terrifying potential, you actually let him become a pirate. Sengoku tried his best to suppress his anger, but still couldn't help it. Tell me Garp, what are you happy about? Sengoku was almost mad. Conqueror's Haki, such a terrible talent. Looking at the entire Navy headquarters, branches, fortresses, how many people can be compared with Luffy? Such a good seedling, at least the future star of the Navy who started as an admiral, just fell into the hands of pirates in vain. For Sengoku, who has always cherished talents, this is simply cutting his flesh. Can this be blamed on me? Seeing that Sengoku was so aggressive, Garp immediately refused to do it. He immediately retorted angrily, it's all Red Hair's fault. Red Hair, this unkind guy, secretly lured Luffy to embark on the road of pirates while I was away from home. Don't I feel heartbroken? Looking at the angry Garp, all the senior Navy generals were silent. Red Hair is really despicable. Alas! Patting Garp's shoulder heavily, Sengoku sighed, as the other party's lifelong friend, no one knows Garp better than him. Sengoku knew very well that this old man who dedicated his life to the Navy and justice saw his grandson become a pirate with his own eyes. How sad he must have felt at that time. No more talking, drink the life potion quickly. I don't need this. Garp waved his hand indifferently. Sengoku, you should drink it, and you don't have to dye your hair secretly anymore. Idiot. Zhangguo said unhappily. The live broadcast room has long said that it is not allowed to snatch the prizes of the award winners. Do you want me to be punished? I can give it to you secretly. Zhangguo was so angry that he laughed. Only you, Garp, can drink this bottle of life potion. No one else can. Zhangguo's face became serious. Drink it quickly, otherwise you will have no say in it later. After saying that, Zhangguo opened the bottle and poured the potion into Garp's mouth. Wowed at the moment when the potion entered his mouth, a rich green light instantly enveloped Garp's body, and an endless stream of vitality spread wildly in his body. The pale hair faded away quietly, replaced by a vibrant black. The slightly hunched body gradually straightened up, and the muscles filled with explosive power were like a hill all over Garp's body. After a burst of crackling explosions, his face was no longer old, and Garp, a young man in his 40s, suddenly appeared in front of everyone. In an instant, the entire Navy headquarters was dumbfounded. Everyone looked at Garp, who had undergone a drastic change in front of them, in disbelief. Is this the legendary rejuvenation? Mr. Garp is back to his peak again. Great, Garp. Jean Guo was overjoyed, and at the same time, he couldn't help but envy him. Ha ha ha. I've become younger. Do you want to fight, Sengoku? Feeling his body returning to its peak, Garp was overjoyed and shouted, I feel like I can beat 10 of you now. Sengoku's face darkened, helplessly looked at everyone, immediately blocked the fact that Garp has returned to his peak, and no one is allowed to tell anyone. That everyone nodded in unison, knowing Sengoku's order. How strong is Garp in his peak state? No one knows. Because most of those who know are already dead. Report to Marshal Sengoku. At this time, a Marine Kangoutai said loudly, the Holy Land sent a message, ordering you, Marshal, to send the life potion to Mary Geos immediately. Humph. Jean Guo raised his mouth with disdain, he had expected this to happen. Chapter 7. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the darkness, an old voice came. Live broadcast room. Life potion. Haven't you found out what this is? No. It's almost all-encompassing. It suddenly appeared all over the world, and the source can't be found at all. So it's not the pirates' means. Humph. Just rely on them. What do you say, sir? No order has been issued, that this is the Holy Land of Marihoa, Hall of Power. The 5 old men standing in the center of the hall are the current top leaders of the world government, and are known as the pillars of the world government. Damn it, are we going to watch this live broadcast room do whatever it wants under our noses? The person who spoke was a man wearing a white Taoist robe, bald head, round glasses, and holding a samurai sword. He was the financial martial god of one of the 5 elders, Izambaron v. Nasajuro say. Without knowing the other party, this is inevitable. A man in a crimson suit with golden hair and beard said coldly, Shepherd 10 Pit Saint, one of the 5 elders, is the god of agriculture. In the great pirate era, the 4 emperors were ready to make a move, and the major allied countries also had their own plans. Now a mysterious live broadcast room has appeared. The world government should take action. A man in a dark green suit, bald, with 2 H-shaped beards and a birthmark on his forehead snorted coldly, Topman Vachali Saint, one of the 5 elders, is the god of law. What about the Navy headquarters? If the life potion is as magical as we imagined, then this so-called live broadcast room should really be taken seriously. At this time, a man in a dark blue suit with extremely long white hair and beard asked, Makus Maz Saint, one of the 5 elders, is the god of environment. Report to all the adults, the Navy headquarters has rejected the order to send the life potion to the Holy Land. The voice of the CP0 agent came from outside the door. What? How dare Sengoku, the last of the 5 elders, the science defense god of war, Zygalushia Satan, who wore a black suit, white curly hair, a fluffy white beard, a flat hat, and a scar on his left cheek, sat up instantly, his face full of anger. Bold. Sengoku is crazy for daring to disobey our orders. Humph. The Navy headquarters is too presumptuous. Suggest severe punishment. Especially Sengoku, the finance god of war, Izambaron v. Nasajuro, had the hottest temper. He immediately picked up the Den Mushi and dialed the Navy headquarters. Hello. This is the Navy headquarters. I'm Sengoku. Why do you disobey our orders? Izambaron v. Nasajuro's tone was very cold, even with a hint of questioning. No. My lord, you misunderstood. It's not that I want to disobey orders, but the life potion has been drunk by Garp. What? For a moment, the 5 elders shouted angrily. Assholes! How dare you? Who told you to take the life potion without our orders? The Navy headquarters really doesn't take us seriously anymore. Where's Garp? Where is he? Order him to see us immediately. Tsk. Jean Guo curled his lips in disdain, his face full of sarcasm. 5 old bastards, who do nothing all day long and only know how to threaten people with power, and let Garp come to see you. It might be hard to say in the past, Garp might not be able to beat you, but now, Garp, who has returned to his peak state, has given Zhangguo a lot of confidence. It's not Garp's fault. After all, the live broadcast room said that the prizes of the award winners cannot be snatched at will. Why don't you stay and do research first? The god of environment, Marcus Maz Saint, asked coldly. This is absolutely not possible. Zhangguo said firmly, the magic of the life potion is far beyond the imagination of all of us. It must not be temporarily sealed. It can only be taken immediately, otherwise it will evaporate quickly. The 5 elders were stunned when they heard the words, and looked at each other, and they all saw suspicion in each other's eyes. Is it true or not? Warring States is not fooling us, right? Okay. I believe you for the time being, and we will naturally investigate this matter later. The 5 adults are really wise. Humph. Don't say this kind of nonsense anymore. Since the life potion has been taken by Garp, what is the effect? Effect? Yes, it's very magical, it can be called a miracle, sir. That Warring State's voice suddenly became excited, and the 5 elders on the opposite side also became excited. Sure enough, this life potion water is indeed not simple, urged. Hurry up and tell me. My lord, since Garp took the life potion, his appetite has been so good, my lord, he can actually eat 100 servings of rice in one breath. If I hadn't stopped him, I'm afraid he would have eaten more. Isn't this effect magical? Suddenly, the Hall of Power became quiet, rumbled. The 5 elders felt thunder rolling in their heads at this moment, their mouths twitched uncontrollably, and their expressions became more and more angry. It seemed as if a crow flew over their heads, grinning and scolding them for being a bunch of fools. This bastard Zhangguo, is he really treating us like idiots? That's it? That's all? Sengoku, do you think we are 3-year-old children? How dare you fool us with such nonsense? He eats 100 servings of food. Is Garp a glutton? Is the Marine headquarters going to break with the world government? Hearing the 5 old men getting angry, Sengoku suppressed his smile and pouted, saying righteously, I'm telling the truth. If you don't believe me, you can send someone to check. Shut up, snap. The angry Izambaron v. Nasajuro directly cut off the Den Mushi with a sword. Innocent Den Mushi, I'm fucking beeping. First of all, I didn't mess with any of you. Secondly, you 5 old guys are really not human beings. Damn Sengoku. All. I'm so angry. For a while, the whole Holy Land was echoing with the angry roars of the 5 elders. Marine headquarters, canteen. Eat. You must finish the meal for 100 people before dark. This is also to deal with the inspection of the world government. Garp. Is there such a good thing? Sengoku did not deceive the 5 elders, because Garp, who has regained his youth, is now really a super eater. Isn't your attitude a bit? Vice Admiral Tsuru looked at Sengoku worriedly. Although everyone usually scolds those 5 old immortals, everyone knows that none of them is easy to mess with. No problem. Sengoku waved his hand. He is not a fool who can sit on the position of the Admiral of the Navy. How can he not understand the consequences of his words just now? It's not to tear the face. After all, the world government, the celestial dragons, etc. still need the Navy to control the world for them. It is inevitable that there will be gaps between them, but this is exactly what Sengoku hopes for. Although the Navy headquarters is a vassal of the world government and is under the orders of the world government, more importantly, it exists for justice and peace. This belief, this persistence, will never waver in Sengoku's heart. It's not that he has never thought about compromising, obeying the order of the world government and handing over the life potion obediently, but what about next time? Even in the future. Will you hand it over or not? Humph. You have to know that the Navy headquarters also has its own dignity. Moreover, even pirates know how corrupt the world government is. How can Sengoku not know? Ambition always grows gradually with power. Sengoku can even see what kind of disaster the world government will bring to the world after its power surges. He will never allow this to happen. Push forward the city. Rumble. Thunder penetrates the sea surface. comes to the 6th floor of the infinite prison underground, and shoots into Ace's body, bang. An explosion-like muffled sound instantly bursts out in Ace's body, and at the same time as the momentum is shocking, a steady stream of flames engulfs Ace's whole body, spreading to the entire underground 6th floor, and then gradually shrinking, condensing at the center of the eyebrows, turning into a flame pattern, the moment. This is, slowly opening his eyes, feeling the incomparable tyrannical power in his body, Ace was suddenly excited. He kept looking at his hands, the clusters of almost pure white flames floating out of thin air. Is this the power of fruit awakening? Ace murmured. It seemed that as long as he moved his mind a little, the entire underwater prison would instantly turn into an endless fire area. It really deserves to be a live broadcast room. I finally don't have to bring trouble to my father anymore. But, now is not the time. That the flames gradually subsided, and the heat that almost burned everything in the world disappeared, as if nothing had happened. However, in the deep prison, a pair of deep and strange eyes were staring at Ace. Live broadcast room. The quarrel between everyone and Thatch has not yet ended. Kaido, ugh, really good kid, at Thatch, except besides that old woman, you are the first guy who can make me so angry. Big Mom, Momomo, I really want to twist his head off and use it as a wine glass. 0.9 billion ivory. Kill Thatch. Katakuri, but he's dead. Plague Queen, then kill him again. Thatch, ha ha ha. Come on, come and kill me if you dare, I'm waiting for you in the underworld. Oh, I forgot you're not dead yet, then hurry up, I can't wait any longer. Sand Crocodile, he, I'm really angry, why don't we crowdfund? Moonlight Moria, he, how to crowdfund? Flame Disaster Gene, at Pirate King Roger, kill Thatch. If my beast's pirates get the resurrection emblem in the future, you will be the first choice. Big Mom, Momomo, kill Thatch and revive you. At Pirate King Roger. Sand Crocodile, at Pirate King Roger, I can guarantee it too. Clown Buggy, Captain. At Pirate King Roger, it's up to you. He. Regarding the crowdfunding of several people, Roger sneered. He didn't pay any attention at all. Pirate King Roger, at Clown Buggy, stop joking, practice hard, and strive to awaken the Conqueror's Haki as soon as possible. Strange, I remember that your talent was not so bad before. Pluto Rayleigh, that's right, Buggy had a back and forth with Shanks in the past, how come now? Red-haired Shanks, ha ha ha. At Clown Buggy, why don't you come to the new world to find me, I'll teach you. Clown Buggy, Captain, you have changed. Clown Buggy, Mr. Rayleigh, you have changed too. Clown Buggy, damn Shanks, don't talk to me. In the impel-down prison, Bucky curled up in a corner and tightened his prison uniform tightly, his face full of grievance, sadness, and sorrow. In this cold world, only the prison uniform can bring him a little warmth. Chapter 8. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ben Beckman, at Garp, how about the life potion? Does it have any special effects? Katakuri, life potion. As the name suggests, can it increase vitality? Sachi, so magical. Marshal Sengoku, ha ha ha, actually, there is no effect, it just makes you eat more. Vice Admiral Tsuru, super eater. Admiral Akiji, yes, the appetite of 100 people. Sakaski, that's it. Admiral Kizaru, wow, that's scary. Mr. Garp. Vice Admiral Huashishin, too scary. Mr. Garp will eat our headquarters out of money. Vice Admiral Ghost Spider, the Marshal is right. Vice Admiral Garp. Everyone in the live broadcast room was stunned when they heard this. A trace of doubt came to their mind, just become more eatable. Eat yourself out of money? Really? Are you kidding us? What's the point of calling it a life potion? Just call it a stomachic potion. Moreover, the conversations of these people in the Navy were so formal. Why did they reveal a sense of weirdness? Kaido, the despicable Navy must be deceiving us. Big Mom, that's right. The Navy is the most shameless. Crocodile, he. It won't be some effect of restoring life or healing hidden injuries. Katakuri, it's very likely, and we can see that the Navy deliberately concealed it. The effect must be amazing. Charlotte Bruley, wow. Brother is so smart. Gecko Mariah, chi hee where is Garp? My vice captain, please stand up and say something. Whitebeard, Gulala will old man Garp be threatened? Sachi, ah. I know. Joey Xiangtu, what do you know, you idiot? Sachi, at Joey Xiangtu, get out of the way, protect your tusks, be careful of losing your bounty. Joey Xiangtu, ah. Bastard, I'm going to kill you. Onigashima. 2 minions of the beast's pirates gathered together. Why is Master Jack yelling again? It seems he is threatening to kill that guy named Thatch again. Master Quinn doesn't care. Master Quinn is yelling too. What about Master Jean? Isn't he yelling too? It seems so. Hey, they yell hundreds of times a day. I am tired of hearing them even if they are not annoying. Who said it wasn't? The 2 minions looked at each other and said in unison, how pitiful. Thatch, I understand, I really understand. Marco, what are you trying to say? Sachi, ahem, think about it carefully. What is the Navy? It is a vassal organization of the world government, the #1 lackey. The world government told it to go east, but it didn't dare to go west. Now that the rewards are being distributed in the live broadcast room, will the world government just watch? It will definitely order the Navy to hand it over immediately. Diamond Jaws, Sachi, do you mean that the life potions are in the hands of the world government now? That's why the Navy is hesitating and making up a lame excuse that their appetite has increased. Sachi, smart. Thumbs up. Diamond Jaws, you're not bad either. Kaido, I see, at Sengoku Marshal, you're worthy of being a Navy. Big Mom, Mamomo at Admiral Akiji, where's your dignity? Oh sorry, I forgot, the Navy doesn't have this thing. Sand Crocodile, it's really ugly, Navy. Whitebeard, Gulala at Vice Admiral Garp, you can tolerate this? I definitely can't tolerate it if it's me. Vice Admiral Garp. Sengoku Marshal, at Sachi, smart. Admiral Akiji, at Sachi, wise. Vice Admiral Tsuru, at Sachi, unique vision. Admiral Kizaru, at Sachi, terrifyingly smart. Vice Admiral Mimosa, as expected of the Whitebeard pirates, there are 2 smart guys at the same time. Crouching Dragon and Phoenix. Sachi, no. Are you really praising me? Why does it sound wrong to me? Marshal Sengoku, don't doubt it, we are praising you at Whitebeard, you are as smart as the 2 of them. Whitebeard. With a frown, Whitebeard realized that things were not that simple. Ben Beckman, no. The live broadcast room clearly said that it is not allowed to plunder other people's rewards, otherwise you will be punished. Would the world government do such a stupid thing? Sachi, stupid, you can't even think of such a simple thing. With the world government's despicable level, why not just find someone to snatch it? Anyway, it's not you who will be punished. Marshal Sengoku, at Sachi, you are so smart. Vice Admiral Tsuru, shocked. Admiral Akiji, I admire you. Vice Admiral Huashishin, as expected of a member of the Whitebeard pirates. 0.9 billion ivory, humph. I knew the world government was shameless a long time ago, but I didn't expect it to be so shameless. Jesus boo, in fact, your beast's pirates are not bad. Doflamingo, isn't it known to everyone that the world government is shameless? Pirate King Roger, no way, no way. Is there really someone so shameless as to snatch someone else's reward? This is too shameless. At 5 Elder Stars, come out and say something. Holy Land Marihoa, bang. The sound of a heavy object falling to the ground, the 5 elders were almost pissed off. They were putting the blame on us. What is Sengoku doing? What are those people in the Navy doing? Why don't you explain? And they are still praising that pirate? Too shameless. They dared to wrongly accuse us. I'm going to kill that Roger. But he's dead. Call Sengoku immediately. Den Mushi was killed by you, sir. Go get a new one. I'm really pissed off. A moment, live broadcast room, Marshal Sengoku, ahem. I'd like to make a statement here that the world government did not deprive Garp of his reward. Yes, that's right. I'm telling the truth. Please believe us, that everyone in the live broadcast room threatened. This must be a threat. Sachi, ha ha ha. I am so amused, how can people not say such despicable things? At 5 elders, you did it, but you dare not even admit it? Marco, ahem. Does this mean that even though I did it, as long as I have the audacity to deny it, it has nothing to do with me? Whitebeard, Gulal a poor navy at Vice Admiral Garp, come to my ship and be a pirate. Kaido, at 5 elders, come out and speak. Big Mom, Momomo that's right, are the 5 old guys going to be cowards? Holy Land, ah, sir, you have seen it too, these hateful pirates don't believe what I say at all. Zhangguo said with a hint of innocence, why don't you explain it to me, sir? The 5 elders were so angry that they were shaking all over. Explain. Bah, who are they? What are we? Do we need to explain to them? Besides, the 5 elders knew it well. If they didn't say anything, it would be fine. But once they opened their mouths, they would be scolded by those hateful pirates, especially that damned Sachi. Pa! CP0 outside the door turned around and walked out. No need to ask, the new Den Mushi must have suffered a heavy loss again. The live broadcast is still going on, East China Sea, Windmill Village, Tavern. Chapter 9. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ha ha ha. Luffy, let me tell you, real men drink wine. If you keep drinking juice like this, you will be regarded as a child. Luffy, who was happily drinking juice, froze. So Luffy, you are still a child. Don't talk like an adult in the future. Ace said proudly, but I am different. I am already an adult. Give me wine. Little Luffy came to the bar with an expressionless face and said calmly. No, Luffy, you are still a child. Come on, drink juice. Makino, the owner of the tavern, said with a smile. I am not a child, I am an adult. Luffy said in a cold tone. Really? Makino smiled and blinked, but adults won't keep emphasizing that they are adults. Besides, adults can reach the other ear with one hand over their heads. Hearing this, little Luffy was stunned, and immediately stretched out his short arm to touch the other ear, but he couldn't reach it no matter how hard he tried. Ha ha ha. Luffy, you are just lame, watch me. Ace easily touched his ear, and then looked at Makino proudly. Ahaha, I touched it, give me the wine, I want the biggest cup. Oh my god. Makino covered her mouth and couldn't believe it. Ace, are you already an adult? Humph. Of course. Ace's nose turned up. But Ace, who has become an adult, is shorter than me. Ace. Here, 2 glasses of juice, don't fight. Luffy and Ace could only helplessly accept the juice. Ha ha ha. I am dying of laughter, 2 little kids actually want to learn how to drink like adults. At this time, someone in the tavern burst into laughter. Who? Ace and Luffy turned their heads at the same time, only to see a red-haired man holding a wine glass, clapping his hands on the table and laughing, and a group of people behind him were also laughing. Live broadcast room, Kaido, look who I saw, isn't this the red-haired brat? Big Mom, how could this damn thing red hair appear in the East China Sea? Katakuri, Momo, as we mentioned before, Garp and the red hair pirates have a vested interest in collusion. Marshal Sengoku. Vice Admiral Tsuru. Vice Admiral Garp, bullshit, I wish I could kill that bastard red hair right away. Whitebeard, strange, do you have such a big grudge against red hair? Mogami Mariah, he I feel there is a secret here. Doflamingo, he interesting, the red hair in the video should not be one of the 4 emperors, right? Is there something important to do in the East China Sea? Crocodile, Garp is not in the East China Sea, what important things can red hair do? Sachi, something is wrong. New World, a certain sea area. Oh no, the boss is about to be exposed. Alas, Can the boss's secret finally be concealed? It's over, the boss is going to die, red-haired Shanks. What are you talking about? Ah. Boss, have you forgotten that it was this tavern where you lured little Luffy to the path of a pirate? Shanks' face darkened immediately. How can this be called luring? It's clearly guidance, Ben Beckman sneered. Old man Garp wouldn't think so. The Navy is the same. That's right, the grandson of the Navy hero was kidnapped by the boss to become a pirate. If I were Garp, I would have to fight the boss to the death. Shanks' face darkened even more. Isn't your son also a pirate? Hee, that's different. I'm a pirate, so of course my son is a pirate. Besides, I don't have a father who is a Navy hero. Shanks. What kind of cattle and horses are these Temo crew members? Or we can just disband right here. Sachi, something is wrong. Who has a wanted poster for the Straw Hat Kid? Send me one. Marco uploaded a photo. It was a wanted poster of Luffy wearing a straw hat and showing a big smile. Marco, the live broadcast room is so magical, it can actually be like a camera. How did you know about it, Sachi? Sachi, huh? I just used the time you guys were taunting me to explore the live broadcast room. Everyone's mouth twitched, and they felt a little MMP in their hearts. Anyone has the right to say this, but you, Sachi, are the least qualified. You are the #1 troll in the live broadcast room. Pirate King Roger, interesting boy, eh? What he wears on his head is not. Buggy the clown, damn straw hat boy. Crocodile, damn straw hat boy. Mogami Moria, damn straw hat boy. Big Mom, Momomo, I don't know why I get angry when I see this smiling face. Straw Hat Luffy, ahaha. I'm the man who wants to be the Pirate King. Whitebeard, Gulala, is this Ace's brother? He's cute, and reminds me of Ace. Fire Fist Ace, ahem. That daddy. My brother is always simple. Pirate King Roger, wait. What did you call him? Daddy? Yellow Spring, Roger was dumbfounded. The word, daddy, from Ace kept echoing in his mind. My home was stolen by this old thing Whitebeard. Marshal Sengoku, at Garp. Vice Admiral Tsuru, at Garp. Admiral Akiji, at Garp, say something. Vice Admiral Garp, Luffy. Are you going to piss me off to death? At red-haired Shanks, I'm not done with you. Katakuri, I've been wondering since just now, why does Garp scold red-haired whenever he mentions Straw Hat Boy? Red-haired Shanks, Sachi, I know it. 9 billion ivory, what do you know, you idiot? Why are you everywhere? Sachi ignored him. Sachi, do you want to know the secret between red-haired and Garp? Kaido, say something again and I'll kill you. Whitebeard, Gulala at Kaido, do you want to kill me too? Humph. Kaido snorted coldly and said nothing. Marco, Sachi, tell me. Sachi, he, do you guys look at the straw hat red hair is wearing in the video? Does it look familiar? Is it exactly the same as the straw hat on Luffy's wanted poster? Boom. At this moment, everyone suddenly understood as if they had suddenly realized something, so that's it. No wonder this straw hat looks familiar. Kaido, I was wondering why I haven't seen the hat on Red Hair's head since then. It turns out that he gave it to Straw Hat Boy. Pluto Rayleigh, isn't this? At Pirate King Roger, is this your hat? Bowie the Clown, humph. It's Captain Roger's hat. He gave it to this guy Shanks, and then Shanks gave it to Straw Hat Boy. I'm so mad that the captain didn't even give it to me. Red Hair Shanks, Buggy, you don't look good in a straw hat. Bowie the Clown, ah. Don't talk to me. Pirate King Roger, Shanks, is he the one you chose? Red-haired Shanks, yes, Captain, I have always been optimistic about Luffy. Vice Admiral Garp. Marshal Sengoku, despicable red hair. Sakazuki, damn pirate. Big Mom, Momomo interesting, using Roger's straw hat to successfully kidnap Garp's grandson into a pirate. This guy red hair is really willing to do it. Sand Crocodile, he kidnapping the family members of the Navy. I can only say that it is worthy of red hair. Moglite Moria, chi he he, no wonder Garp has been shouting that he wants to kill red hair, even lying to children, at red hair. What else can't you do? Navy headquarters, in the square, the Navy was in an uproar. So that's it, we all blamed Mr. Garp wrongly. Despicable pirate, shameless red hair. Mr. Garp is so pitiful. I've said long ago that Mr. Garp is innocent. Who told you not to believe it? Bullshit, you're the one who's shouting the loudest, okay? I can't help it anymore. I'm going to beat you up. Ah. Red-haired Shanks, I'm warning you not to talk nonsense. I'm clearly giving guidance to Luffy, and I'm leading him on the right path, so that he won't go further and further down the wrong path. Katakuri, the wrong path? Are you talking about the Navy? Sachi, ahahaha. Doflamingo, he, this should be the worst time the Navy has been criticized. Vice Admiral Huashishin, despicable, while Mr. Garp is not at home, secretly came to the East China Sea, sneaked into little Luffy's side, and used sweet words to deceive the Navy's family. It's so shameless. Vice Admiral Tautu, that's right. Whitebeard, at Pirate King Roger, I'm curious about what you meant by what you just said. Pirate King Roger, secret. Everyone was stunned when they heard this, they naturally saw the conversation between Roger and Red Hair just now. Hey's this the person you chose? Who did you choose? Straw Hat Boy. So you gave Luffy the straw hat that Roger and Red Hair had worn. Strange, why does it feel like inheritance? The live broadcast is still going on, they are a group of pirates stationed here. They don't cause trouble on weekdays, but drink here all day long. As for the red-haired man in the lead, his name is Shanks. Makino told Luffy and Ace everything he knew. Pirates. Ace's eyes lit up when he heard this, and he became excited all of a sudden. Humph. Luffy said with disdain, pirates are all hateful. Straw Hat Luffy, is this really me? Chopper, Luffy, how can you say such a thing? Usopp, Captain, don't you feel pain when you say this? Nami, this is not Luffy, idiots. Ace rolled his eyes at him, ignored him, walked towards the pirates, and asked, are you pirates? Go away. This is not a place for children. Shanks waved his hand, then handed Ace a chicken leg, go home. I'm not a child. Ace suddenly shouted at Shanks, Portgas Ace, will become the Pirate King in the future. As soon as these words came out, all the pirates in the tavern laughed, holding their stomachs. Ha ha ha. I'm dying of laughter. Did you hear that, boss? This kid actually said he wants to be. Hey. Boss, what's wrong with you? Your eyes. The pirates were surprised to find that their leader, the famous red-haired Shanks, was now trembling with lips and red eyes, staring at the child in front of him with an unbelievable look. You said your name is Ace. Really? Humph. Of course it's true. Ace was very unhappy with the other party's attitude. Okay. Shanks laughed, you said you want to be the Pirate King, is that true? No. He won't be the Pirate King. Just as Ace was about to answer, a cold voice came from behind him, and Luffy looked at Shanks coldly. Brother, he wants to be a Marine with me. Brother? Who are you? Shanks frowned slightly, looking at Luffy uncertainly. My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I am the man who will become the King of the Navy. The King of the Navy? Shanks was stunned and asked in surprise, is there such a position in the Navy? There will definitely be one in the future. Luffy's eyes were extremely firm. As expected, he is Garp's grandson, so similar. Shanks murmured in a low voice, and then raised his head with a smile, Luffy, believe me, you are born to be a pirate, and the Navy is not suitable for you. Live broadcast room, Kaido of the Beasts, ugh, look, Red Hair is going to trick the kid again. Big Mom, Momomo, I still can't escape from Red Hair's clutches. Queen of Plague, no, according to Red Hair, it should be guidance, 0.9 billion ivory. lest Luffy from another world also go down the path of making mistakes. Katakuri, at Garp, your grandson is going to be tricked again. Straw Hat Luffy. Crocodile, he at Garp, so pitiful. Moglite Mariah, he at Garp, be careful, the liar is here again. Garp was furious. At Red Hair, can you do something human? You're even trying to trick my other grandson. Marshal Sengoku, shameless. Sakazuki, despicable. Admiral Kizaru, yo Red Hair is so scary. Tsk. Shanks rolled his eyes and looked up at the sky. What does what Red Hair did have to do with me, Shanks? Chapter 10. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Humph, I will never be a pirate. Luffy, who was a little angry, didn't want to pay attention to Shanks. He came to the bar and silently held the juice. Bang! A muffled sound came into his ears, and Luffy felt something hit his leg. He looked down and found that it was a fruit covered with strange patterns. What is this? With doubts, Luffy picked up the devil fruit, held it in his palm, and looked at it carefully. At this moment, the picture stopped abruptly. Ding! The question and answer begins. Question: what is the ending of this devil fruit? Choice 1, Luffy disliked this fruit because it was too ugly. He didn't want to eat it but couldn't bear to throw it away. He simply put it on his head and played with it, and then accidentally dropped it on the ground and turned into mud. Choice 2, after Luffy learned that this was a devil fruit, he took the initiative to return it, because he vowed to become the king of the navy and would never eat a devil fruit and be cursed by the sea. Choice 3, after learning that this is a devil fruit, Luffy did not hesitate and ate the fruit immediately despite Shanks's obstruction. Choice 4, Shanks cried and begged Luffy to eat the devil fruit, but was rejected by Luffy. Choice 5, the devil fruit appeared in front of Luffy again and again, and tried every means to tempt Luffy to eat it. Ding! The answer begins, and the time limit is 5 minutes. Tip: everyone has only one chance to answer. If you fail, you will automatically give up the next chance to answer the question and force yourself to participate in the fun games in the live broadcast room. The reward for the correct answer belongs only to the answerer, and the violator will be punished by the live broadcast room. Flame Disaster Gene, fun games in the live broadcast room. Have the rules changed? 9 billion Ivory, still forced to participate. Epidemic Disaster Quinn, excuse me, is this game really fun? Why do I have a bad feeling? Kaido of the Beasts, don't answer yet, wait and see. Bimgum, Momomo, what are you afraid of? Answer. At Kaido, are you scared? Katakuri, no way, no way. At Kaido, are you really scared? Sachi, oh. This Kai, the more you are, the weaker you are. Kaido, a bunch of bastards, who is a coward? I am not a coward. You know nothing, I am judging the situation. Whitebeard, Gulala at Kaido, don't explain, we all know, you are a coward. Pirate King Roger, I am very disappointed in you at Kaido. Marshal Sengoku, at Kaido, it's time to prove yourself, use your actions to tell everyone that you are not a coward. Admiral Kizaru, yo Kaido is really a coward. Shiki the Golden Lion, ha ha ha. This is only I haven't seen you for years, Kaido, you've become a coward. Marshal Sengoku, Shiki. It's you. Vice Admiral Garp, where are you now? You cut off your own legs and escaped from Impel Down 20 years ago. Pirate King Roger, he should still be alive, otherwise with this old guy's character, he would have come to seek revenge on me long ago. Big Mom, Momomo, another old thing has appeared. Kaido of the Beasts, interesting at Shiki the Golden Lion, come to Wano country. I'll let you see if I'm a coward. Ben Beckman, answer, choose 2. After learning that this is a devil fruit, Luffy, who vowed to become the king of the navy, did not eat the devil fruit. Red-haired Shanks, Beckman, you answered it now, don't need to think about it again. Ben Beckman, no, because these two Luffys are completely opposite in terms of character, dreams, and future paths. Red Hair understood what Beckman meant, since the live broadcast room said it was a comparison. There must be contradictions. Luffy in this world ate the rubber fruit, so Luffy in the other world would never eat it, but is this question and answer really that simple? Shanks is very skeptical, Pirate King Roger. I also think it is option 2. Although the devil fruit can bring extremely powerful power, the curse of the sea should not be underestimated. Black Arm Zephyr, humph. Over-reliance on the power of the fruit will have a bad effect. Garp's grandson's choice is correct. Big Mom, Mamamo, what happened today? One after another, all the old things popped up. Black Arm Zephyr, for Emperor's Big Mom, for Emperor's Kaido, the Navy will sooner or later capture you and take you to Impel Down. Kaido, ugh, I'm scared to death. Big Mom, yo, Black Arm Zephyr is so scary. Admiral Kizaru. Sand Crocodile, he with the IQ of the Straw Hat Boy, to think option 1 is the correct answer. Nami. Although she didn't want to discredit her own captain, Nami felt that what Lao Sha said was right. Bage the Clown, answer, option 4, Shanks cried and shouted, and even knelt down to beg Luffy to eat the devil fruit, but was rejected by Luffy. Bage the Clown, ha ha ha. Shanks, you have come to this day, I am dying of laughter. This person is deliberately disgusting. Red hair. Everyone thought silently, speechless. Red hair. Shanks, Bage, if I remember correctly, you should have lost this question and answer opportunity long ago. Impulse City, bang. Buggy's head hit the ground heavily, his face full of despair. He really forgot everything. Ding. Buggy the Clown is about to be punished by the live broadcast room for foul operation. Ding. Fun game starts. Player, Buggy the Clown. Boom. A bolt of lightning fell from the sky, penetrated Impel Down City, and smashed into Buggy's body. The next second, Buggy, who was only white in front of him, came to a virtual space that was all white, the kind that can't be seen at a glance. At the same time, everyone in the live broadcast room also entered the virtual space. Kaido of the Beasts, hey. Where is this place? 0.9 billion ivory, I don't know, huh. I saw that red-nosed guy. Sachi, he's there. Big Mom, what is that red-nosed kid stepping on? Everyone was stunned and looked into the distance. I saw Buggy standing on a huge white block, trembling. Where is this place? Buggy hugged his arms in fear and couldn't help screaming. Help! Someone come! Who will save me? Whitebeard, Gulala, it turned out to be this red-nosed kid. Strange, I remember that he was very brave when he was a child. He dared to show his knife to me. Why is he so? Pirate King Roger. Is it really because I didn't educate him well? But Shanks is obviously very good. Pluto Rayleigh, Bucky. Hey. Red-haired Shanks, come on, Buggy. Ding. The fun minigame, Jump officially begins. Ding. Players can freely choose the number of jump grids and complete the task in the corresponding grids. The time limit is 5 minutes. Note, the time flow rate in the virtual space is different from that in the outside world. Ding. I wish you a happy game.